Ano ang tinatawag na denaturalization? Ito ay ang pag-revoke ng US government sa US citizenship base sa mga grounds. So meron pong 10 grounds. Iisa-isahin natin at i-discuss natin ito dahil importante ito lalong-lalo na kung ikaw ay isa ng US citizen. Sa mga former Filipino citizens, tignan natin ang grounds for denaturalization at mag-ingat din po tayo dahil pwedeng ma-revoke ng Trump administration ang US citizenship base sa mga grounds na ito.
Yes, the Department of Justice received a memo from the administration delineating 10 different priorities of individuals who could be reviewed for purposes of naturalization. This could be individuals who fail to disclose certain information on their applications for naturalization when they were going through the process, such as prior criminal arrests or convictions, as well as individuals who may have been engaged in national security issues or have been involved in terrorist organizations or funding terrorist organizations. So it's a really long list, but what's most concerning is at the bottom of that memo, it does say that these priorities are not in any particular order, meaning that somebody who's kind of listed at the top as a national security risk versus somebody who's listed at the bottom who may have made an omission on purpose or not on purpose, they're treated the same. And in addition, it does give prosecutors broader authority to prosecute or bring forward naturalization claims by any case permitted by law. So that language is very broad, it's very vague, and it really opens up the door to seeking denaturalization of millions of Americans.
Hindi lang illegal immigrants ang priority for deportation, pati na rin ang mga green card holders na merong mga criminal conviction. Isa pang priority ay ang denaturalization sa mga US citizens. So isa na ito sa mga civil division enforcement priorities ng Department of Justice. Pwedeng ma-revoke ang US citizenship kapag ang naturalization ay illegally procured or procured naturalization by concealment of a material fact or by willful misrepresentation. May mga bagong grounds for denaturalization. May 10 categories ng priorities for denaturalization cases. So iisa-isahin ko ito. Ito ay ang cases against individuals na potential danger to national security. At isa pa ay involved sa unlawful export from the U.S. of sensitive goods, technology, or information raising national security concerns. So meron po tayong halimbawa nito.
Only now beginning to take action against them.
It's only really in about the past year, maybe the past 2 years, that this issue has surfaced of how much intellectual looting that has occurred for decades, really, from American companies. And
The Chinese have built an economy on doing precisely that.
Pangalawa, cases against individuals na engage sa torture, war crimes, or other human rights violations. Pangatlo, cases against individuals who further or meron po silang unlawful enterprise of criminal gangs, transnational criminal organizations, and drug cartels. Pwede ring ma-denaturalize kung ang isang individual ay nakakommit ng felonies na hindi na-disclose during the naturalization process or kung meron kang na-answer na no pero yes pala sa US citizenship application. Also, cases against individuals who committed human trafficking, sex offenses, or violent crimes. Pwede ring ma-denaturalize sa mga individuals na engaged sa various forms of financial fraud against the US kasama na ang Paycheck Protection Program, loan fraud, and Medicaid or Medicare fraud. Pwede ring ma-denaturalize ang mga individuals who engaged in fraud against private individuals, funds, or corporations. So mag-ingat po kayo kung kayo ay mag-a-apply ng US naturalization dahil marami na pong grounds for denaturalization under the Trump administration. Pwede ring ma-denaturalize ang mga individuals who acquired naturalization through government corruption, fraud, or material misrepresentations not otherwise addressed by another category dito sa list na ito. Another reason for denaturalization ay yung mga cases na ni-refer ng United States Attorney's Office or in connection with pending criminal charges if those charges do not fit within one of the other priorities. So wala pong lusot, especially kung meron kang pending na criminal charges. At ang last case ay ang mga cases na referred to the civil division that the division determines to be sufficiently important to pursue. So wala pong lusot kung na-determine na pwede kang ma-denaturalized based on referral ng case sa civil division.
The message is clear. Do not engage in marriage fraud.
The agency sharing video of the arrest while announcing the takedown of a marriage fraud operation they say has been under investigation for years. Coined Operation Bargain Brides, investigators announced indictments against 4 ringleaders, all U.S. citizens who were taken into custody last month.
Individuals who recruited, enticed, and groomed U.S. citizens, encouraged them to enter into fake relationships and fraudulent marriages, and submitted false representations to USCIS to unlawfully obtain immigration benefits. To date, USCIS has denied over 100 petitions or applications filed by or for the benefit of these foreign nationals. This is not a victimless crime. Marriage fraud compromises the integrity of our immigration system, it diverts critical resources, and it erodes public trust.
Ang isang US citizen ay protected sa deportation unless kung ang pagkakakuha ng iyong US citizenship ay obtained by fraud. Yun po ay isang instance. Ang isang green card holder ay mas malaki ang risk na ma-deport dahil sa mga tinatawag na deportable offenses. Nang ma-elect si President Donald J. Trump, inisyu niya ang isang executive order at ito ay ang Protecting the American People Against Invasion. Sa executive order na ito ay merong expanded deportation grounds for green card holders. So mas mahigpit na po ang mga rules pagdating sa mga green card holders dito sa Amerika. At titignan po ang iyong mga conviction or criminal conviction at pwede kang ma-deport kung ikaw ay ma-convict sa isang tinatawag na crime of moral turpitude or an aggravated felony. So either of these two ay pwede kang ma-deport. Mga halimbawa ng crimes of moral turpitude ay assault, failure to register, falsification of documents, misrepresentations, marriage fraud, smuggling, drug abuse, domestic violence, and driving under the influence. Yung crime of moral turpitude po ay kung nakomit ito during the first 5 years after admission to the US or kung dalawa or more na krimen of moral turpitude are committed. Kahit ang crime ay hindi kasama sa the same na criminal conduct, anytime after admission ay pwede pong maging dahilan para sa deportation. So karamihan po ng green card holder na nandito sa Amerika, ang mga deportable offense ay andito po sa tinatawag na crime of moral turpitude. Ang pangalawa pong crime na pwede pong reason for deportation ay ang tinatawag na aggravated felonies, which is different from criminal law. So, ibig sabihin po, may mga ibang offenses po katulad ng murder, rape, theft or violent crimes, drug or firearms trafficking, sexual abuse of a minor, child pornography, money laundering, or tax evasion involving more than 10,000, espionage, sabotage, treason, perjury, or terrorism. Kung meron po kayong gustong i-share na experience, paki-post lamang po sa comments section below. Salamat po sa pagsubaybay sa aking YouTube channel. Huwag niyo pong kalimutang i-like at i-subscribe. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.